Hey everybody, Michael Kwan here with Megatech News. We're here with Samsung Canada. They got some brand new products to announce to us, but first maybe give us more of an overall vision of where Samsung is moving forward from here.
What Samsung's going to do is leverage our strengths that we've created in the smartphone category, running our Galaxy series of products, and start to bring some of that technology or some of that innovation to other product categories. So let's, if you look at PCs, for example, we're going to show you today a PC that actually runs two OSs. So you can switch between those two OSs and really drive a unique, enhanced consumer experience inside of the marketplace. There's another great feature we're going to show you on the PCs called SideSync. And what SideSync allows you to do is actually connect your Android smartphone to your Windows-based PC and share the content from your smartphone over to your PC. So I could be sitting at my desk, I could receive a text message from my wife, and I could actually respond to that text message on my PC and send it from my PC. So it emulates that screen technology onto my PC at the same time. We've taken some of our Note productivity and we've brought that over to our tablet productivity. So we've launched a Note 8, which essentially takes the S Pen and incorporates it into the tablet itself to increase the productivity on the device and allow you to, take notes, annotate, and do whatever you may want to do on that. So when we first brought out our first tablet, Tab 7, it was running a different version of the Android operating system from the phone. And one of the commentaries we would get from consumers is it was like learning a new device. What we've done now is make sure that the experience on a Note or on a Galaxy phone is exactly the same as it would be on a Galaxy Tab or a Note tablet at the same time. So trying to make it just that much easier for consumers to adopt to the technology.
Let's have a look at some of the brand new products that Samsung is offering here in Canada. I'm here with Jeff, and he has a whole slew of new products from Samsung to show us. So maybe we'll start with this one here.
Okay, let's start with the Book Q. This is kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, whether it's a tablet or a personal computer, but it is a unique device, so you would use it just like a tab. But we also have a couple configurations where you slide it up. You have your full keyboard, mouse. You can also do a floating design, so if you plan on going back and forth. And then, of course, you can also use it just as a touch display, so turning it around and then being able to go through your Windows operating system. So there's a couple things I want to show you on this. The first being that the screen resolution. The screen resolution is the highest in the industry today. 3200 by 1800. If I go in here, you can see very tight pixels. You're looking at about 275 pixels per inch, so very sharp screen. Next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to go into the Windows 8 here, and we have what's called Dual OS. Now, while this sets up, I can talk to you a little bit about it. It's basically an Android operating system on this personal computer. So just like you would use a Android tablet, downloading applications through the Google Play Store, Instagram, YouTube, Chrome, web browser, this is going to give you all of those applications but on a computer. So if anyone's very familiar with how the Android system looks, we can go into our applications, download new apps, and I can easily toggle between the Windows and the Android operating system.
So both of them actually are running simultaneously at the same time?
Yeah. It's just an easy toggle between the two of them. So someone who's really into Android can access that, and then just a simple push of the button, you're back into Windows.
What can you tell me about in terms of the core specs, like the screen size, the processor that's under the hood?
Yeah, it's a 13-inch screen size. It does have an Intel processor, solid state drive, 120 gigabytes. Also, all the connections that you would want. There's a micro SD card slot, USB on the other side here, HDMI adapter, earphone jack. So pretty much all the same connections you would expect in a computer are going to be available in this.
Can you tell me anything about in terms of pricing and availability for it?
You're looking at about $14.99. That'll be coming out. Worldwide launch is the end of this month, July, but you'll probably see it in the Canadian market around early August. This is our Book 9 Plus. If anyone's familiar with our Series 9 from last year, it was really about design and performance in one unique laptop. A couple changes and highlights from our new Book 9 compared to last year is, one, we do have a new touchscreen, so touchscreen user interface, and of course the resolution of the actual screen is 3200 by 1800 as well, so again the highest in the industry. Intel Core i5, and certainly all the inputs to USBs. We have an HDMI adapter, but one of the unique things about the whole Samsung Ativ product family is we have a new feature called Side Sync. And what this and that allows me to do is to basically see my smartphone, my Galaxy smartphone, on my computer. So I'm going to hit the scan here. USB, hit OK, and in a couple moments what you're going to see is an actual replica of my smartphone on my computer screen. So there we go, I can actually resize that, and as you can see, scrolling through my apps, you see that on the computer screen, and vice versa. If I wanted to scroll through my apps on the computer screen, I can do so. Now, think of maybe someone who's in business that you're on a con call. I can go into the phone, I can dial the phone number, go on to speakerphone. While I'm talking, if I got a text message that maybe came in, I can go into the text message, and instead of typing on the keyboard, I can actually type right on the computer's keyboard, and it appears on here. It's a great way of also transferring documents. If I have a photo here, all I have to do is drag and drop it right onto the computer screen, into the phone, and it automatically gets sent to my device.
Yeah, that's really cool, because like, no matter how great smartphone keyboards get, we're still much more comfortable on a full keyboard. So especially typing up text messages and stuff like that, it's great being able to do that.
Yeah, it's very easy to use, and that will be available on, as I said, all Samsung Ativ notebooks, as well as on our Galaxy devices, the S3, S4, Note 2, and that may also entail also other tablets, other Samsung Galaxy devices. Now this is $14.99 as well. Now for someone who really likes the form factor, the design, but maybe just doesn't have that budget to pay for something that much, we have what's called the Book 9 Lite. Same design concept, very slim, lightweight. Instead of the aluminum chassis, we actually have more of a plastic chassis, but there are two versions. There's one with the touch screen and one with the traditional screen with the typing the user interface. So we do have a laptop with the same design, pretty much the same power. There's going to be a slight different configuration within the actual device itself, but a great way at $899. Quite a big difference, but still having that design and the performance, but you lose out on the screen resolution and the aluminum chassis design. The last device I'm going to show you is the Samsung Ativ Tab 3. It comes in this case. This case is actually a full keyboard, and on the back here I can make adjustments so that it stands up. Now I can go into my various applications. I got a Bluetooth keyboard that it connects to. But what's different and what's unique about this is, for many people, if they're used to seeing a Samsung tablet, it looks very much like a tab. The big difference is it's running a full Windows 8 operating system. So I can go to my traditional desktop and I can install any type of software that I'm currently running on my notebook computer or maybe desktop computer. That'll be on this device. So it's got 64 gigabytes of internal storage. You can, it's got a micro SD, so you can add an additional 64 gigabytes. So you can toggle between the various operating systems. But again, having that power, having the ability to run applications like Photoshop and Microsoft Office on a tablet is great for a lot of people.
In terms of pricing and availability for the tab?
This is looking at, you're looking at about $699 when this comes out, and that will be coming out again end of July, early August.
So if you're looking for all kinds of different ways to use Windows 8, whether it's in a traditional notebook with a Q or in a tablet form, Samsung has a solution for you, but also have some new stuff from the Android side, so let's check that out.
Here I have the Galaxy Tab 3 7.0. It's a 7-inch tablet. This is the refresh of what we launched last year in the June timeframe, which was the Galaxy Tab 2 7.0 as well. It comes with a 1.2 dual-core processor, 8 gigs of user memory, and it has an expandable memory slot that would give you expandability up to 32 gigs of motor memory.
And what would be the biggest difference, I guess, compared to the Tab 2 before it?
Right. As you can see, I'm just holding this tablet in one hand. The tablet is a lot more portable because it's thinner and it's smaller. So as you see, the bezel is a lot thinner than it used to be on the Galaxy Tab 3 device. It's also faster. It's got a 1.2 dual-core processor compared to a 1.0 dual-core processor that was on the Tab 2. So this is the Galaxy Tab 3 8.0. The screen is an 8-inch, comes with 16 gigs of user memory, and also expandability up to 64 gigs. And it's got a 1.5 dual-core processor as well. So this is the Galaxy Tab 3 10.1. It's based on a 1.6 dual-core processor. Again, 16 gigs of user memory, expandability up to 64. And what's neat about this device is that, as you've noticed in all of our devices, we've added a button here. Before in the Tab 2s, you would notice the soft key buttons. With the hard key button here, you actually get 8% more screen, so it's great for watching videos. It gives you a better viewing experience. Our tablets are equipped with an IR blaster, and there's a preloaded app called Watch On. It's your smart TV guide, so you can all you need to do is to put in your postal code and choose your service provider, and the app automatically downloads the content on the tablet, and basically you can control your TV. And it doesn't have to be a Samsung Smart TV, it can be any TV. You can control your TV right from your tablet. So your tablet is becoming the center of your living room. So the 7 and the 8 are positioned to be your companion devices. So if you already have a Samsung Galaxy smartphone, this would be a great companion to those devices, as the user interface is also in a portrait mode, very similar to your phone, and the app compatibility and the layout of the screens and the widgets, it's very similar to what consumers would get from a Galaxy S4, S3, Galaxy Note, or any other Samsung smartphone.
What can you tell us about the battery life on these tablets?
Right. So as you've noticed, and as we talked about, these devices are getting a lot thinner. So what it means is that we're not able to put in much bigger batteries in the devices. But what's happening is our R&D team is working hard to choose components and optimize the software to reduce battery consumptions. Battery life has been very important for Samsung, and there's a lot of improvement in these 3 devices.
And do you have the pricing information available for us?
Yes. So the Galaxy Tab 3.7 is going to be positioned at $199. It's already available at retail. The 8 is going to be $299, and it's going to be available on July 26th. And the Galaxy Tab 3 10.1 is going to be $399, and it's going to be again available on July 26th.
So that wraps up our coverage here at Samsung. They have all kinds of new products for you with the Tab 3 and stuff on the Ativ side. I'm Michael Kwan with Megatech News. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in our next video.